Morning.
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 I haven't seen Dan yet today, so hopefully he'll be here shortly. I'll send him a message to ping me when he gets in. In the meantime, once Ryan gets on, we'll just run through stand-up, and then hopefully our timing will work. Yeah.
Should I start? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Just hold on just one sec. Let's give Ryan just 1 minute to jump on. He's here. He's joining.
Okay.
Having some technical difficulties.
Okay.
No, Dan was working late last night because he was sending over some stuff. He was looking at the packaging data that we've been collecting, Sebastian, that you set up a couple months back,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just saying that he thinks that it's getting far enough along that he can maybe add some AI to it and see if we can get something out of it. But he did have a question. I'll forward it, or I'll pass it on to you, that he was thinking that maybe we weren't getting some data, or not as much data as he. So
He mentioned some minted ones.
yeah, you were on
So-
that. Never mind.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that yet and why minted, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Anyways, yeah, I didn't. When I saw that, I didn't see who all was on it, but you were already on it. So, at some point we'll look into that too, but that'll be good to start building that out and seeing what we can get out of it. See, this is why Ryan wanted to move to Slack, because can't make teams work. I
Why
think
did we decided to not try it yet?
I think that Ryan was looking into getting the note taker to work, and I just don't think he could quite get it up and working.
It won't start automatically. So we would have to remember to start it, I think, with Slack.
And so I just think that the turnaround was so quick that we just wanted to look at it for a minute before we jumped over. But anywhoozle, all right, okay, Mario, you can go ahead and get started when you're ready.
Okay. Well, I was working on the story. For a bug 10699. Able to put her in a reprint after batch complete. I was working with the AI tool, but it's not satisfying result for me, so I changed the traditional way, and I did modification in the client side as well, because the AI was only doing changes in the backend. So I did double job with this one, and well, that's why I maybe taking more time than expected. But I think this is I think doing this way is having more control than the tool, because with the tool you need to do modification after modification, and then you will end up with a mixed code And it was a mess in my case. So I did manually all the changes, and I think everything is looking fine. But also, of course, need to be reviewed. Then I need to move on to some comments, input requests. I had an idea in my mind for the notifications. We had issues with one branch into another branch, abandon one, reactivating the other one. But I was thinking if we can resolve the problem with the race condition for in the transaction we were mentioned 2 days ago, I think. I was thinking instead of putting a transaction, we can create a new context there, and we can save changes safely in that.
Yes, we could, but we wouldn't be able to stop multiple emails from firing.
Yeah, the transaction, we needed to make sure.
We needed the
Only
transaction
one.
to make sure that
Right.
only one was happening at a time. Yeah.
I
So
see.
it really just makes, I think it makes the most sense to go your original route. Just means that they're gonna have a delay
Okay,
when they get that notification.
yeah, that delay is acceptable, let's say.
Yep, it's gonna have to be, I think,
Okay,
'cause otherwise it just gets to be too messy.
okay, got it.
I did like the way we were going, but I think we ran into just some real issues that just aren't easily resolved.
You're right. Okay, I will continue with that, and that's it for me.
Okay, for me, it was, the bookmark sequence issue. Spent a lot of time trying to figure out a way of doing that, but there's an issue at the fundamental level that it's not worth even, I think, asking ABC PDF to do something,
Okay.
because if we are adding an image in the first place, there's no way they can keep the tags at all. I added some comment with some details to Dan, and when we rotate, in the end, what we end up doing is the add image dog, right?
Yeah.
But we also use the add image dog across the board in all places, and that's the potential issue everywhere.
I see.
So by fixing the rotation, we still have that issue eventually for
Okay.
some other cases. Even though I tried to fix the rotation, I couldn't make it. I mean, not try to fix the rotation, try to do the rotation in some other ways, right? I don't know if it's worth exploring or trying to do it other way and without breaking all the automated test.
Right.
For some of
I
them
think
worked,
that's why
for some other didn't. So I asked for directions to them. What should we do in their long term as a solution? And maybe we need a short term solution for this.
Maybe we do.
right now. I don't know what to do there.
Yeah, I don't know either. We could go back to doing it as a custom code, custom plugin for Book by Anyone.
We could, but again, that was pre-processing.
It is still going to do that. I thought we had it. I thought we had the bookmark working before.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Because I've seen the history of the file, and that was a pre-processing thing, and after that we rotate. So I don't know why
That's
it was
really
working
confusing.
before. Right. or maybe we were not rotating because of different media or something like that.
I see.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But if we go back to the old code, we will be doing that before rotating anyway.
Yeah. Did you say that Dan's going to join us today, or you don't know?
Yeah, no, he is. I just talked to him. He said he'd be
Let's bring it up
available
then.
about
Let's,
10 or 10:15.
Let's
So
figure out what direction we're going to go with this, because this is proving to be challenging for sure.
Yes. Okay, that took most of my time. Then I catch up with the pull request reviews, and also start working on that A7 printed envelope. Rebecca, I added what we need to complete that setup, and we have another challenge there. They need the barcode, and there's no way for us to add a barcode on envelope without a code change. We have exactly that same bookmark new modifier, but that modifier will add the barcode on the back, no matter what. If there's just one page, it will add a second page and will add the barcode on the back. So that will not work for these envelopes. So we need a code change there. Should we do a new file processing for Rio?
Or we allow a page number to be passed in
Right.
on the modifier. It seems like we already have a modifier that specifies barcode page number.
Again, code change, right? Still a
Sure,
code change.
it's going to be a code
Okay.
change no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, we have that. Maybe we need to create a story, and I also need to continue working on the chatbooks reprints. I've got a solution in hand. I need to test it to move on with that one. That it's also quite important. So I create a story for
Timing, just as an FYI, I mean, timing for the chatbooks reprints. We told them that we told them yesterday that we feel like probably sometime next week or the week after is kind of where we're feeling like it's going to be done. So
Okay.
we have some flexibility there. It's not something
Okay.
that has to be done this week.
Okay, good. So I can move on to Rio envelope.
I don't think
Envelope.
Rio's more important. I don't think Rio's more important than chatbooks though either. So, just
Mhm.
I mean, just as when you're just so you know, you're not under the gun to have it out.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
I see.
yeah,
Today.
if other things come up, I think that's what what Ryan's
Yeah.
getting at is that we can. The expectation is a little bit loose.
I see. Good. So we'll see what Dan says about the
Yeah.
marketing, and we can decide what's the next thing to tackle. That's it for me.
Okay, let's see. I addressed some comments from the Shipwise story that had to do with some logging. As far as the Shipwise, like QA, okay, sorry. As far as when we have QA orders that don't get set to hold with Shipwise, all status updates that we send to Shipwise, if it's good, because I was trying one and set it to hold and back, we just get a 204 no response back, and it was successful. I went and looked at the order I was testing with, and it changes it, and I can also add a bunch of numbers in, so basically gibberish, and I still get no content. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So a failure doesn't produce a failure. So we've got to
Right.
make a change. Is there a call we can make that lets us know
To
if
check
the
the
order
status?
is? Yeah.
There might be.
Let's look
I
into
remember
that.
you said that yesterday. I should have thought of that next. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't remember.
So I'll
if I
find-
said
I'll
it, so- Sorry. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
let's-
you said something that I remember you saying something. I
Okay.
could have thought of that, but I didn't. So I will see. We might have to just get the order data. But anyways, I can look into that.
Yeah. And so I
Um,
think that's probably the direction we're gonna have to do is do the QA thing and then check to see if the order's changed as all part of
Yeah.
the one process.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So then let's see, shipping stuff that I'm having to deal with because it's like with adding accounts and you have to use Dan's UPS login. And so, and having to have them, it sends a code to them and have to try to get it in 30 minutes. Anyway, just dumb stuff. And now it's not connecting in Shipwise. So now I've either got to contact them or I'm going to see if I can just have Hawk take care of that. But I just have to get him the login. And then Ascendia Event Shop is going to do lots of international as far as I understand, and so they're going to use Ascendia is what they want to use. And Hawk, I've been working with Hawk on the setup, but then I talked to Dan about it, and it's a new carrier entirely, so we got to find out. We don't know if they'll pick up. Anyways, they're just questions we got to have answered, and I talked to Hawk about getting those. And then, so yeah, I was just dealing with lots of shipping stuff that I couldn't just pass off to Hawk, and showing him how to do, also training him on a couple things. But and then let's see. I need to go and address comments on my pull request for Multibox, but didn't get to that. And this is a one to bring up. I don't remember where I saw it. But anyway, Chad, you know how I said Jamie, when I talked to her last about the flat rates, then she said it didn't seem like she knew what was going on, so we were just gonna hold off. Well, she just responded with updated flat rates, so I think they want us to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So I was
Okay.
just gonna get back to that.
Okay.
And I was ready to start coding on it that day, so I'll get going on that. That's pretty much it for me. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, yesterday worked on, we showed cut planning to the team. They got some good feedback. I sent that email to Gerardo about how the weights work. So I'm just working on adjusting some of the stuff we talked about. Also, trying to fix this won't rip from yesterday, but it's proving challenging. Can't figure out what page is broken, so I'm trying to get that done. And then back to my cut planning stuff, and yeah, and anything else that pops up. That's all for me.
Okay. Pull requests and meetings and reports. That was yesterday. Today, more pull requests, and I wanted to spend some time with those resumes. That's it.
Okay. Rebecca, do you want to bring up our stand-up list? And I don't know that there's anything on there. I guess before we do that, something that came up a little bit yesterday, Sebastian, you may have seen this too with press planning, just that duplicate thing came up again, and I was just asking the question, and I don't know what the answer is. Ryan had an idea, but should we be doing something to better prevent them from, because it sounded like that this was a user error, right?
Right. That was interesting that she mentioned a double click there. I haven't thought about that. I don't know if Mario changes about the double click fix. It's live yet. I think it's
not.
in dev.
It's not.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's all we need,
Hmm.
right? Because
So that's a global thing then, that,
yes,
Yeah, but
Oh,
I've been
okay.
holding on doing that during peak because
Yeah.
it's everywhere in Central, so that's a little bit
So
harder.
they said that for sure it was that, and I never thought about that
yeah.
before.
That's a
so-
great point. That's a great point. If we have something in there, and I agree with you, Ryan, let's not push that out right now while they're wrapping up peak. But yeah, maybe that will do. I mean, we haven't seen it. This is the first time this peak that it's come up. And so I'm not super concerned about it. And maybe that will solve it. So maybe we just do that. And then, but would it still make sense? Or I think Ryan brought up the idea of, should we have something that says, when you do it, do you want to push them forward, or do you want to put them back into, when you abort, right? So when she aborted, she expected everything to go back to press planning, but I think that what Scotty and Ryan were saying is that it actually pushes them forward, right? It pushes them into a session and into the press. And Ryan said, and I think Ryan brought up that, should we have the option? Should we bring up a dialogue box that says, do you want to put everything back in press planning, or do you want to move forward with them? And so my question is that something that we think we would maybe want to do, or what do you think? I don't know. Just wanted to open that up a little bit.
Yeah, I really don't remember the abort option. What was that? Is when it keeps trying to send to press, and we have an abort option. I don't remember what.
No, after the press planning session's done, if it hangs, there sounds like there's an abort button to cancel the
Yeah, I
press
think it's
planning
just
session.
I think it's just in the press planning history
Mm-hmm.
on a session.
Right.
Yeah, I
for the
think the
one that
idea
keeps
was-
trying.
Yeah, was that yeah we can't, if it won't move forward, then we just push it past press planning.
You see.
Was the original intent, but I think it'd be good to let them put it back into press planning instead of always pushing it forward.
You see.
Maybe this scenario was a strange one, but I think it just gives more flexibility for them to solve, problems.
Mhm.
Potentially.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember when we created that. Probably that's something it's rarely been used, and
Yeah, I don't think it's used often. I think it was only really for
While we were testing.
yeah,
Right,
or if we had
maybe,
like a
so-
press that was down, like
oh,
the
I see.
press that was down and it was like not coming back up for you know what I mean? Like I think they had the one press down for a few days. Something.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact scenarios, but I think it was something about that.
Anyways, I mean, it just came up last night, and I just wanted to just make sure if there was something, if we should be doing something differently than what we did, or to prevent that from happening. But I also recognize, I don't know that it's like a huge problem. I mean, they've been running those presses 24/7 for 6 or 7 weeks now, and this is the first time that they've done it. And she did identify that she knew they were button mashing, and it sounds like we have something that may prevent that from, like you said, maybe that will just fix this anyways. So I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah, I think we need to fix that button anyway.
Yeah.
We don't want to expose a button that they are afraid to press,
Yeah.
right? To click. But
So Rebecca, let's write a story real quick. Let's just put something in about fixing or doing something with the abort button, making it more, what should we call it?
So currently, what
That's
it
fine.
try to do? Try to.
Right. Are you asking what the abort button is doing right now, or what we want it to do?
No,
Yeah.
what it's doing right now.
It just moves everything forward, so it just completes the press planning task. Looks like.
Oh, I see. So that they can go to the manual batch send UI and do one by one.
Yes, correct.
I see. So that option needs to be called something like that, and then we need to add the other that for resetting.
Yeah, or Ryan suggests just when you hit abort, it has a little pop-up context menu. It
Right.
says, "Would you like to reset or
Send manually. Right.
send manually?" Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you like to reset or send?
Send manually.
Send manually.
And then just say abort button in there. I mean, I know that the story refers to abort button, but just to make sure we avoid any confusion.
Then do we
Says
need
when
to?
you click the abort button.
It's in this title.
Yes. Yeah, I added the word here too.
Oh.
Did we want to change the button itself or just add that pop-up?
That's a good question.
Because then I just need to change the title.
Either way, I mean, I think maybe if you're working on it, you come up with something, bring it up. I think abort's fine, or next session, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's fine. Hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, we're aborting forward or backward. So
Yeah, it's still aborting either way. It's just
Do you want me to change the title?
that's fine, I think.
good to me.
Okay.
You want to estimate or do you want to just throw something out for the size?
Blue. Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Small. Yeah. Small, medium-ish. That's what I'd say.
But I put it in the sprint. I can remove it. I just did that by reflex.
Yeah. Take it out of stand up. I don't think that this is a stand up. Yeah, we can put it in the iteration for now. This is fine. This is something we could maybe pick up. We may move this around later, but I just wanted to get it out there. And then I wanted to, while we're waiting for Dan, I just created a new tag that's on deck where I can organize a little bit better while Rebecca and I are thinking through how we want to organize this a little bit better, and then we can actually use our stand-up list. I already created it. You don't need to create another one. There is an on deck thing right now, but let's go to stand-up though, because I want to go through the stand-up. I want to run through that list and just let's make sure anything that can be. I've been moving stuff out that we've already discussed that I know we are going to want to work onto that, and I just kind of wanted to run through this and see if there's anything in here that we don't want, or so the idea of the stand-up. Sorry, let me back up. The idea of the stand-up, when Ryan and I put this tag on, what we talked about is that it would just be a quick discussion of, hey, is this worth us doing and keeping as a story, or do we not want to do it and just kick it out? And so the way that we have been using it is kind of, we've been estimating from this, and so the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I want to make sure we're having the discussion and either getting rid of it or keeping it where we can put it into a sprint or a future sprint. So I'm just created a new category. Okay, dang it. Dan just said he can't now and wants to know if we can do it tomorrow. Anyways. So,
Tell him only if he's a good boy.
yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to run through this list. Let's see if we can clean out this list for the most part. I know we had this last one on here, Ryan, the review, the ABC PDF, and the reason we'd kind of left that here was just because we wanted
Talk with
to
Dan.
talk to Dan about it.
Yep.
So that one's kind of a weird one. Let's just leave that one here because it seems like from our conversation yesterday that as soon as we discuss it with him, we're just going to probably delete this one. We're not going to really
Probably.
do anything else with it, right?
Or we might turn it into some things, stories
Yeah.
to look at, but
Yeah, just depending on what it is. So let's leave that one there because it is a stand-up, but you could put a Dan sync on that because that's specifically what we're waiting for as well as we were going to meet with him on it.
I'm so sorry. What number was that?
It's the very bottom on
Bottom.
11022. And then we can just leave that one here. The next, and let's just go up the list and just make sure, and all we're really asking is this something that we are gonna wanna do and we wanna keep around, or if we wanna just drop it. I think this one was a relatively new one. I believe that we were gonna,
we do want
Oh.
to keep around.
Okay.
I mean, what do you mean drop it?
get rid of it, kill it.
Like kill it? Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to kill this then.
Okay,
So
that's all I
put it
wanted to
in.
say. Put this on, take it out of stand up, because we've already discussed this, right?
Not really. No.
It was
Okay, well, let's
scripted.
discuss this then.
Well, why
Just-
why discuss it though? That doesn't
Yeah,
it doesn't make
Okay.
sense to discuss it if we're not going to estimate and do it. So I don't know.
okay,
But
Yeah.
I guess we can give a brief discussion if people have questions about it, if they can decide whether or not we want to keep it. But
yeah, and that's, if you remember, I was thinking about this last night, and I know that when we first put our stand-up thing on here, the idea was to have a brief discussion, but sometimes there needs to be a brief discussion and sometimes not. This sounds like it doesn't need one, it's just something we need to do. Correct? Okay, so let's just go to the next one then.
So, Sebastian.
Yeah.
keep it.
Yeah, I think we want to keep this and start working fairly soon.
okay, so do we want to keep it in stand up so that we can discuss it with Dan? Or do we want to discuss the things on deck with Dan? I guess we could do that and just keep the Dan sync on it.
Yeah, just keep it
Then
dancing.
just-
Well, yeah, it's just the stand-up one. I want to make sure we're moving through our stand-up list is what I'm trying to accomplish right now.
So
So
do you want
let's
me
just
to
say-
move it to on decks and
Yeah.
keep Dan's name? Okay, because then we can.
Well, okay, so this
because then
one's
we'll
an
discuss it
interesting one.
there.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, it does have a dancing, so yeah, let's just move it off our thing. And I'm probably gonna be playing with this a little bit. I have not figured this out. I just want to do something different.
I like it.
This is, yeah, just this one you can definitely do. This is actually, I put a Q426. Okay, so this one is something we're gonna want to do
Awesome.
at some time, so that doesn't need to be in there right now. What is this one? The group yearbook bulk covers and guts. This is
This-
one.
This is one I don't know if we want to do, but I think Dan was the one that was familiar
Yeah, leave
with
this one in stand up because I think that's why that was here. Is we need to talk to him about this one.
Do you guys remember
Package.
why this is red? Why this is on hold?
Did we just put it on hold because we had decided to not fully build that out right now, that we had gotten
No,
it?
it's on hold because we received direction from one side saying to do it, and then Tara said, no, we don't. So we don't know we don't know what we're doing.
Okay. So let's take it out of stand-up, and I just think you can just take this one out of stand-up. You don't need to. Allow linking devices and workstations by scanning a barcode on super admin mobile.
This is one that we can remove, maybe.
Okay.
It was an idea, maybe not worth. What do you think,
Pursue.
Ryan? This is for you.
Yeah.
You're the consumer of this.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
right.
think we need to. It's just, we've just gotta, yeah, I think we're okay without doing it. We're just gonna need, I think next time we do something like this, we need to figure it out, or we need to do something with, maybe have Paul help us get it set up, or, I don't know.
I remember.
But we do need to, I keep seeing that we keep having, we need to, brings up a story though that we do need to look at. Somehow we keep overriding into the, what are they called? Where's the packaging? Where's the packaging tracking? We keep showing up as in the workstations.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do you want me to delete this one?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
We-
But
have any-
that's later. We can do that. We can do that later. We looks like we actually don't. It's the ones that are there right now are just probably the old ones from way back when I set it up originally. So maybe we did fix it.
Maybe.
Never mind.
The fix was that everyone removes the cookie from their device and make sure we never set up a device
Assign it.
live.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know.
Okay. I think we're good. Okay.
To delete it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, we do need to do that. Just take it out of stand up and put it on deck.
Handle cubic rate with digital shipper.
I don't even know if there was a good option for this in here. I don't know if this is worth pursuing. We're just not doing it on Digital Shipper, and it's happening on Shipwise. But yeah,
Has it been coming up when you originally did this? Were people chirping at you about it, or is it just something that
Well,
you recognize?
they were.
March.
Well, it's something that I like. It would be good if we didn't have to have, like, we weren't relying on just Shipwise, and we do for Cubic, but I think this is more work than it's worth. At least, I don't know if I even had. Yeah, I just had some.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna make a
and
decision.
anyways.
Just kill
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yep. That's good. If it came down to it, then I think we would just, if we had to get rid of Shipwise or something, we would just use Pitney Bowes or Indicia for Cubic on.
Well, now
There.
we're
Or
talking
you could
about
create.
maybe
All right.
creating
Anyways.
a new solution
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, and then
right? So-
and there's that. Yeah, there is.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think it's worth.
Select multiple users to create a multi-badge PDF. You remember that, Ryan? And this was assigned to Mario.
Is this for the door access?
to a way to select multiple
Yeah.
users.
We scrapped that idea. We're doing it totally different. Just get rid of
Okay.
it. It's old.
Infigo.
Okay, just put that on deck. We gotta talk to Dan about what he wants us to do with that, so,
And Fuego.
Fuego. Okay. Oh, the Color Series book. Is that
By the
one that
way,
was coming back
I
up yesterday?
emailed Mari on Friday because I've had that ticket sitting there for months, maybe since February. And I said, are we still continuing with this project? And she said that we're waiting on the partner. Then yesterday it came back
We
up.
were. Yep.
So I guess is this something that we need to do sometime now? That they're moving forward, or I'm not quite sure what direction we're headed with.
I mean,
But
there's
this
part of
honestly-
me that says, I know there's nothing in this story right now, and it
No.
seems like we're waiting to see, so maybe we write a story once we know what we need to do, and just kill this one.
Wait, I remember having worked on that.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a duplicate story. I don't
Oh.
know. And there's something that we decided to put on hold. Doesn't look like this is the story, but can you see the history to see if it was assigned to me and then I removed myself? Maybe. Oh, look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that. Yeah. So,
So,
no, I didn't remove myself.
oh, yeah.
It's just changing the sorting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, if I
Wow.
remember correctly, you were working on this whole, the whole product. And then we had this on hold because we were waiting. That's what I'm not.
Yeah.
Waiting for it to
Something.
be done.
But right
Waiting on the
now,
buys to be ordered and then finishing the configuration. I'm not sure.
where did you guys end with Tara on it yesterday? Is it just, because I know that she was talking about just going back to printing them in bulk, right? Like, of whatever colors and just going back to what we were doing. So if that's the case, we wouldn't want to remove the old code. Or am I misunderstanding that? I wasn't really fully in that conversation.
We're not sure which direction we're going still.
Okay, let's kill this story.
Okay.
Let's move on. We'll add a new story when we find out what we need. There's nothing in
Okay,
here
I-
anyways, so.
I found the story that
Oh.
I worked on, and maybe it's a different thing. It's
Delete this one though, Rebecca.
yeah.
And Sebastian, the one that you worked on, did that go out live?
No, it's in code review still.
Oh, okay.
So it's 10.366.
Okay.
Which I don't know if it is the same project actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
I'm not
come-
sure what direction we're gonna head with it.
Yeah, let's come back to that later. This one I had a question on. I feel like we did some stuff. Didn't we do something to like send the files to Scodix like at like late stage to kind of like what we did with the cutters? Didn't we do that? And are we still having the same Scodix rip issues?
We haven't been having these, right, Scotty? Well, I know we haven't been getting them. I don't know if we did something to fix it. But the Scodix is Scotty's baby.
Huh?
He's like, don't put that evil on me.
No, don't put that evil juju on me. Just check. We haven't necessarily done anything with the Opadots. The riff issues seem to be
Put it up.
going pretty good because we did move those to where they don't rip until, or it doesn't
Yes.
send the SDJ until they stage it in the area. So maybe that helps, but
Okay, executive decision,
I'm-
kill this one, delete
I
it.
am going to.
yeah, I don't think we should because the last issue we had a week ago or two was something that was we hadn't seen before, or I hadn't
Yeah.
seen before. So
That's
it wasn't
right.
like the same thing. So
There was a comment from Ryan that said that the OPA was the outstanding issue. He
that
think that ABC PDF was going to fix it, and maybe we already
That
had
is
that
fixed.
patch from ABC PDF, right? So
Yeah.
that
maybe
is fixed.
okay. So great.
That's
So,
right,
yeah.
they were going inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they-
No,
it's not-
yeah.
I kill this one too.
Okay.
Wait, why don't kill it?
Isn't this the same thing?
No, this
This
is
is a
normal
different
rip
one.
Issues that
Oh,
we still have.
okay. So just take it
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if there's a good solution to this, just because the issues.
I guess my question for this particular story about keeping it or killing it is that comment that Ryan made, is that valuable? Oh, you got one right there.
Wait,
Yeah. Well, we've been getting a lot of the
yeah,
tabloids,
which is what I do.
so I think this would be very useful.
The
Okay.
one thing I think would be nice, and I talked to Ryan about this a little bit, was if we get like a computer that we can just do these on instead of our own computers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we need to find a getaway so that we can do this without it occupying a computer. We shouldn't the idea
Yeah,
here is
yeah,
to get away from using Acrobat, really. And
Yeah, that would be the ultimate. I would just think. Yes, that would be the ultimate. Be able to do it. Have some process to do it.
especially if we could fire these events off the Hangfire to distribute the load across all of our services, then that's even better. I mean, that's what this is for, is to try to identify some ways to resolve RIP issues.
Yes.
We're not trying to, I mean, it would be great if we could reduce them, but really we need to find a better automated way to resolve RIP issues.
Work
Mhm.
through when they come up.
I am putting it on deck and moving it out of stand-up. 'Cause I definitely think that we should
Yeah, doesn't need to be.
do
Well,
this one.
I mean, it's something that is a bigger project, and we would need to have some approval to move on because it's a pretty significant lift.
Yeah.
And
It'd be a
this is more
significant,
of a
like-
design story.
But it's so worth doing.
Yes.
I don't disagree, but it's not the first time I've had different priorities than everybody else. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your priorities are important too, Ryan.
Well, since we're a democracy here,
Are we
No,
not?
we're a dictatorship.
yeah.
Oh, we're a cheerocracy. Bring it on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just been a while since I've seen that movie.
Okay.
Chuck, design, create DSX replacement in Central Web UI for the shipping desk.
Yeah. Yeah, we just want to create UI. And yeah, I mean, what that says. I don't know what the priority is or anything, but I know we do want that. And
Oh,
so they would be able to, weigh stuff. And I don't know, we'd have to find out everything that they use, everything that they do there and be able to,
Cool.
I can't remember what the word is but it rolls off of Dan's tongue, but I can't think of it. Just so we have we're covering the same features. Obviously not the same features that are used. I think there's so much that
Right.
it does that only other companies use.
Are you thinking parody?
Parity, thank you. Feature parity. Yeah.
For CPS versus non-CPS tracking, this is something that Tara wanted. I feel like there was some challenge to this, but I don't remember what it was. Build a report to tracking it. I mean, basically, Tara wanted to justify her use of CEPS, and I kind of feel like today we're having a lot of discussions on moving more and more stuff on that to that process anyways, and so I don't know that we necessarily need a report, and I feel like we didn't really know how to do this. Does anybody else remember that?
Yeah, and this is from December. I remember this, and I remember that there was a blocker, but I don't know what.
Kill it. I put it in. Kill it.
Tell it.
If it's important enough, they'll bring it back up to
Yes.
us, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do.
Check. Whoa. Allow packaging to ship an order ID from a package error label.
Yeah. This is muted.
You're muted.
That was so weird. I could hear you, but
And fine, I'll start over. Yeah. So it's not really far from what we already have for just when we've had, I can't remember what we called it, but anyway, it would just make it so that when there has been some kind of an issue with maybe FedEx has some issue with their API or something, and then they end up with like 60 packages at the shipping desk for that issue, and they either with that they have to sit there and scan each one and do the label like in the shipping desk kind of way, or they have to open them up and start all over. But we could use that one tool that we've used for emergencies in the past where we had to change the shipping. It's basically what it was but simpler, because we don't have to go from the tracking number, and just make it so they can just scan the order ID on the error label and it's already been scanned, verified, because it's in the package. So just so they could just do a label without having to
Yeah, but
reopen it.
we wanted to add a validation to making sure that it's already scanned, right? Because it's an open window that they can go and enter an order ID. So we
that's
talked about.
here, right?
Yeah,
Just
I
comment?
ran a query and I couldn't find any. Let's see, only times there's no packaging is bulk and manual orders. I mean, I didn't put in what my query was, but if you have an error label, I don't think you can get an error label without it doing the scan verify.
So you
If
put
you're-
in. I'm just like looking at our notes on it, and it said that this was a Q1 2026, which means that we were trying to get it done for Q2 peak, which is basically over now. Did it come up again?
Nope.
Is it still?
No, it hasn't. I don't know that it has. I think they usually just go through and they're like, that's okay, I'm paid by the hour, and they just go through the stack. But like when I wrote this, then they had 120, and it was during Q4.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Yeah, so this
and,
is probably something that would really affect Q4, right?
Only if we
it could
have a
affect
problem.
any time. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
any time if there's a problem, then
That
you
makes
end up with a whole bunch. And we could ask like Hawk,
Yeah, I think
like
this
how
is good
often this is coming.
for Tara to be involved and prioritize
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is not like I have a branch that is when that happened I went and modified that, and it just isn't that hard of a. It's like a small the story. I mean, obviously, if we aren't going to use it, then but it's not really.
Okay, let's put this on on
Switch.
deck. Yeah, let's put it on deck. Take it out of stand up. It's got a production sync already. Let's make a habit, Rebecca, of before we meet with Tara and we're putting our agenda together, that we go back and look at the production syncs, and then we can talk to her and see, and maybe she'll kill some of these if
Awesome.
we bring them
I'll
up
add
to
them
her.
to my spreadsheet that I share with her.
Okay. All right, that's another one of yours, Chuck. Allow voiding.
Yeah, this was kind of a bigger, and I don't remember if we got to where it wasn't as big of a deal. Like, well, Rebecca's been taking care of these.
It takes so long
Is it kind of a
during
pain?
peak.
Yeah, because
I mean, so the obvious solution is just they shouldn't wait so long to try to void
yeah, but
until it's
they
been
also
cleaned. But that's not going to happen.
we were having, and one of the big things, and I don't know if we're gonna have to do this again because of moving to the cloud, but we were running out of space, so we were cleaning right when something shipped. Then we were
more
cleaning.
aggressively.
Yeah, we had some pretty aggressive cleaning, and so then they'd have a reprint, and then had to go through all this process, and this was just a way of automate, like basically having like a one click or a couple of clicks, do what we do in that case when it's been cleaned and we have to re-download and void the shipment and re-download and file process.
File process.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just move that out of stand-up. Sounds like and it has the production sync, so it's something we need to review with Dan and Tara still.
I don't remember why.
Or, yeah, I'm just wondering, do we need to remove those tags, or is that not something we need on there?
Let's see. Oh yeah, this was actually going to make it so that because it wouldn't have to be for production to be able to do it, but this was for it to come up saying the order's been cleaned. Do you need to void? Do you want to void so you can reship it, or void to reprint? I don't know exactly what I meant with that. Void to reship.
Yeah, if all they need to do is just print out another label, then we don't have to put it back to download and
Oh yeah, that's
fix everything.
okay. Yeah, oh yeah.
But
That's all I
if
was
they do
going
need to
with that.
reprint, then we need to get that back. And
that
if
makes
they need
sense.
to reprint a component, then we need to rebuild the batch. So that gets even, I don't know. I don't think they would actually want to do a reprint component at this point. So I think we're gonna think it's production sync so that we can verify that this is something that she would want and
Yeah.
find useful. It would help
Yeah.
us because we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah.
still cases that, like, what are the use cases that we run into? What is it that makes it hard?
You mean what makes the solution hard, or what makes it hard right now?
What makes it hard right now? I mean,
Time.
Yeah.
you mentioned that it just
Time.
is a couple clicks, right?
Nope. You got to wait for it to download. So you have
Why?
to. Well,
Because if you hit download and then you hit file process, then
Why do you? Well,
and
it might file
before,
process before it.
yeah, and I
try
have
to
to
file
let them
process before
know
it
once it's
downloads.
ready to reprint. So
so we have to download it and then we have to file process it so that it's
and
ready to
then
go.
I have to wait until all of that has been completed before I get back to them, letting them know, okay, it's ready for a reprint.
And it-
Which is the same thing they're going to have to do. In fact, it's going to be even harder because they're not going to know when it's done.
yeah. So we would,
So it would.
we would have to, I don't know if this is a bad way of doing, but like somehow, that we have we enqueue the download and then I always forget the word when I'm talking in the group, but we don't enqueue the file process until, like, it's in a waiting, I can't think of the right word, but that happens after it's downloaded.
Continue with.
Continue with, yeah, thank you.
Sure, but that still doesn't let the user know when it's done. That, like, they're going to click a button
Oh, yeah.
and then not know when it's okay to proceed.
Oh, you're right, because it's going to, yeah, because it could be, there might be a ton in the queue and it might be a
Yep.
bit,
Mhm.
so they still won't know.
So was this,
Yeah.
I had originally thought that this button would just be still for like super admin.
Yeah, we could have, so instead of going all the way to make it so it works for them, then yeah, maybe we just make it so it's, the next logical place to go would be to just have something that makes it so Rebecca
We can handle it. Yeah.
could handle it without having to go through like 6 steps and like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's the
So the
case,
steps are,
Oh,
what
so
are the steps?
wait. Okay, so going back to, because she still has to sit and wait. So what
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
what if
she's
it
still, she's going to have to wait.
Yeah,
so what
but
if, so if we have an
I
like in the
still
waiting.
just do one click instead of the,
Okay, so I know
The
it's easier
three.
said than done, but
Three?
we have a download that, and then a continue with to file process,
process.
and then a continue with to create the reprint. I don't know.
so my question is that how much time are we wanting to dedicate of development time to avoid 3 clicks?
It's I mean, it's more than just 3 clicks. It's like several minutes each one, I would say.
But it's gonna
I
be
don't know,
anyways?
Rebecca.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
'cause
it's
it-
more of a matter of time in between, but honestly, I mean, that's a good question to determine, like, is the development time worth the exact, yeah. I mean, I know for me it would be really helpful, but
Okay.
yeah, depending on how hard or how
how
much time
often?
this
Here's-
project would take.
Okay, here's another way we could do it. We, but we let
Well,
them.
let's move on. Hey, Chuck,
Yeah,
how
sorry,
about you
I've got another
write,
idea.
Yeah, write some notes in this.
Yeah,
Let's keep
Yeah.
this in stand-up and we'll discuss it. It sounds like it still needs some discussion on it, on how, because this is a good example of like, still not sure what we want to do with this.
yeah,
So
we
this
don't have
is-
the right.
an actual
And I think
thing.
I've already come up with something that makes more sense. But anyways, yeah. it
Write,
just
write
needs
your
a
notes in
better
there
solution.
and then we'll talk about it as a stand-up item.
Sounds good.
Okay, on the minted change shipping method based on package selected. That's still valid? Why was that held? This is not needed until Q1. Well, Q1 is gone.
I think that's a different story that Sebastian is working on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so
we're
too.
doing it.
Yeah,
Duplicate.
delete it. Yep,
Yeah.
duplicate.
This one's a duplicate?
Do you
Yeah.
think it's the same one?
It
But
could be that it was the design.
Change shipping method based on package selected.
yeah,
Yeah,
I-
this is the, well,
This
the one I'm working on
was
was requested by them.
this is the option to do the packaging mechanism that's not tied into this. This is probably well, I don't know.
I think
It
that
says-
it migrated. I think it started with this, and then the story
Yeah.
migrated to what it.
Well, what
became.
is ticket 7767?
Good question, because.
This is something we can support.
I think that it's. Anyways, I think we could ask Jamie, and if this was something they still needed, or if, because it seems like.
Okay,
Feels
now
like this
it's
is the next progression to what we just did. Is where we
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
have the package selected, so we can tell them what packaging it's using, and then they can use that in their decision back to tell us what shipping method to use.
okay. So that's
So this is not needed right away, and I think it's probably safe to just discard because we would
Yeah,
just
me
wait
too.
for them to ask for it.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was thinking too. Let's delete this one. Hold on. For notebook products, add printed folded end sheet with indicator for type and orientation of page. Oh, I remember this. I don't know. Delete it. Let's move on. They'll
I'm
come
like,
back.
ah.
Well, they'll come back if they. I don't. Yeah.
Did they ever come back to us on this from Chase? Because I remember this was like we were gonna
Oh.
need this and go quick on it, and then they never. I don't remember them ever getting back
Last
to
thing
us.
we're looking for was some examples. Go explored having conversations. PDF. Oh my gosh, this was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Delete it. Delete it. They'll bring it back if they need it.
Yep.
Okay. Most chapbooks have the ability to add a billing amount based on SKU and page size. Remember that, Scotty?
We talked about this Friday and sent you a Slack for us to talk to Jamie about.
Billing amount based on SKU and page size. Can you click on that ticket, or are they trying to do something like Wonderbly?
Well, this was a long time ago.
Oh,
So
It started like
let's
October.
forget it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only question we had was, does she think we're doing this?
Yeah. Yeah, let's delete it. It hasn't come up. And then normalize notebook page styles. It seems like this is something we've talked about for a long time, right?
Did you
Yep.
do this, Chuck?
This isn't this
kind
the
of,
one
but not
that we
really.
thought we did, and then it came back up, and then did we at that point
Oh,
work on it?
there was a lot to normalize page styles.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this was to prepare for automatic. Oh,
Yeah, this
just
is
oh yeah,
for-
because it's not automatic right now from completing for Acumatica, and
Mm.
I seemed like they wanted it to be done early in the year, but then they never brought it up. So I don't know, but I would imagine they definitely
Brad,
would
is
still
this
want
this-
this.
Yeah, is this the one that she thought had been done, or I think I might be confusing this with.
I think you're thinking of something else because what she thought. I think what she brought up before was just something in the functionality. This won't affect anything except it will make the Acumatica part automatic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think
that's
this will
the-
be good to do eventually
Yeah,
because they'll need it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Right now they have
Okay.
to go and do it manually.
Okay, we can put that one in. Take it out of stand up, and I'm very much of the. Just so you know, so you guys put the brakes on me when needed, because I'm very much of like, if nobody's asked us about this in a year, I'll delete it. If they really want it, they'll come back to us. But there was some notes
Yeah.
in there that are maybe valuable. So
Yeah, and we might want to still ask them and like get some, talk to Tucker before moving forward with it. But
okay, all right. Well,
Awesome.
cleaned up our stand-up list. That's good. And then tomorrow maybe we'll spend some time in estimating some of those stories from the other lists
Awesome.
now, that we can maybe try to see if we can get these other two things knocked out tomorrow when we get a chance to talk to Dan. And then we can start estimating some of the stuff that needs to be estimated. So, okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate your time.
Okay, see you.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
see you guys.
Bye.